This week's episode of the Deck Chair Gnomes podcast is brought to you by things you're not supposed to say to a paedophile. Now, Connor, you know there's an awful lot of problems in the world right now. There's the war in Ukraine, rising energy costs. Obviously, there's been a member of the royal family has passed away, R.I.P. But one of the biggest problems people have to deal with today is knowing what you can and can't say to a paedophile. Thankfully, I have just the book for you. Should I say book? I mean books. This anthology of things you can't say to a paedophile include all the hits, like "You're a Dirty Old Man."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I smell sweat, and Welcome to Pizza Express. If you buy it now, you also get the sister book, Things You Can Say to a Paedophile, which include Don't Worry About It, Son, We're Loaded. Anyway, play the fucking intro.
Yeah, what's up, motherfucker?
I'm definitely still drunk.
Oh, dear
I was
Lord.
out last night, ladies and gentlemen, and should not have drove here, but I laughed my balls off thinking I'd up the whole way up here.
It is
The Queen is dead, long live the King.
We're in a twilight zone where the man who shouts at the paedophile gets arrested, but the
paedophile
paedophile doesn't.
The fuck? Like, do you know what I mean?
We shouldn't be laughing at that.
You shouldn't be laughing at it at all, but it is
Welcome
funny
to this
see.
clown world that we live in.
Andrew didn't even swear. Andrew, you're a dirty old man. You could have said that with a wink. Maybe he's supporting him. Oh, Andrew, you're a dirty old man. You skitter, you.
You're exactly what I'm looking for.
You're a skitter. Shut the fuck up. See the people that were punching that wee lad? Mm-hmm. I guarantee you they're the same cunts who sit in the pub going, you can't fucking say anything anymore. You can't say anything. Yeah, I was in work yesterday. I called Trevor a cocksucker. Yeah, because he's gay. I got fucking HR on my ass. Yeah, reprimanded. Dirty old man. Shut the fuck up. Fuck.
It's
right.
so fucking.
This is the hangover
ridiculous,
talking, right? But I'm sorry to if you are a fucking normal person and you identify with the royal family like there's something to do with you, wise the fuck up.
Oh, fucking wise up.
Now that's immediately cancelled. We've lost half our listeners probably. I
mean, it's without utmost respect. But
Utmost
if
respect.
you are in emotional bits over, let's be honest, somebody you've never met,
Aye.
well, then, there's a lot to be. See this crack about she was like my granny. How?
Aye.
Where have you ever seen your granny in a fucking £6 million fucking crowd?
My granny never caught a fly in midair with her tongue.
No.
I said never. One time she did.
One time she did that.
But it was because we were watching Karate Kid, the chopsticks bit. My granny was all, "Hey, that's impressive." When I said I caught a fly, it was my granddad's fly. Soccer's deck in front of me.
Who's your king now, boy? Oh, stop it.
Dying.
So yes, obviously troubling times, but
Absolutely. So it's so
as troubling as it was,
so
you were
troubling
not
when-
here.
I wasn't here, which I was in Dubai. So upset when the Queen died.
Yeah.
Because all I could think was I should be in Ireland. Was it an Irish bar?
There wasn't much of a party, I have to say. Thankfully, some people were. Now, in fairness, have you seen the bog side in Derry?
See, I haven't looked at that yet because I'll be jealous. Because I remember when Thatcher died, they had a fucking Mardi Gras.
That's basically
So
what they
I'm
had.
pretty
this
much
time.
guessing,
Yeah,
like-
they had that. Yeah. But I have to say, in fairness, it's been pretty respectful.
Yeah.
Pretty respectful. It's a fucking dose of a thing to be on TV so much and news.
Aye.
It's almost like that thing they fucking introduced 24/7 in
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, it is
weird, isn't
it's weird. Now, on the plus side, the one positive thing you can think about the Queen dying is COVID is now officially over forever, and the Ukraine war's over. Stopped.
Yeah, it's all done. Well, don't know about that. We'll talk about that.
I would do that just rubbing on.
Just wrap it up.
I am fucking dying, Connor.
Mikey, you couldn't be dying because you just came back from Dubai. Sure, there would be, as a dry country, there's no alcohol in Dubai. You would never have found alcohol in Dubai.
Tell you what, you can drown in the desert, sir. Fucking dry country, my hole. I have never been so drunk
Seriously.
in my life, or broke. Now, like I had to sell a car to pay for pints.
So just you explained this to me yesterday, but explain to the listeners.
£13 a pint.
13
pounds a pint.
Sweet mother of fuck. And no off license selling Buckfast.
No off license selling Belfast or anything. Like even buying booze at the airport for duty free. Mm-hmm. The guy booking the gig was like, I wouldn't even have drink in your room, just in case.
In case what?
And just in case the fucking cleaners are like, why have you got a fucking bottle of gin in here?
Shit.
So now, having said that, at one point I got really drunk and ordered room service and got myself a bottle of rosé. So we definitely don't really care.
This is the thing. This is why I have zero interest in
Man,
Dubai or any of those
we went
places like
down
that.
to the fucking Wiz Khalifa, whatever it's called, right? And I don't know what the fucking the Burj Cassandra. And 3 of us, right? So there's like a fountain outside at the bottom that does a big fucking mad fountain show, right? Plays music and stuff.
Okay.
So we'll go down and watch that. Found this hotel right beside this river with nobody in it. So everybody that's trying to watch the fountain is on the other side of the river.
Okay.
We were like here by ourselves, class. So I was like, right, we'll get fancy drinks. So I ordered 2 old fashions and a glass of prosecco for the 3 of us.
What about the rest of them? What they get?
Yeah, I was like in the one glass, man. So we get 6 drinks between the 3 of us. It was 140 quid.
For
Swear to
six
fuck,
fucking drinks?
man. At one point, me and Danny O'Brien drank in the bar we were gigging on the Sunday with a day out with nothing to do. The day before we left, we just get pissed all day. And I went to check the tab, and the girl was like, "It's 2,000 something, like whatever the is it dinar, AED, whatever the fucking."
Nah, I don't know.
And I was like, okay. And I like went online and see what's the conversion rate here. So it was 560 quid, and I just went to bed. I absolutely just checked out of the hotel the next day. Probably can't go back to Dubai now.
Because we had whilst you were away, we had Busted Sofa here. It's Busted Sofa and Yumz.
So
McCann.
Boston sofa.
An armchair and Yumz, and Busted Sofa and Yumz. But with McCann here, we were talking about the fire with a Y, like a trailer that was released for that gig you were doing. Did you see it? Like, it's really intense music and this fucking, like, it was mad. I was like, is that what Bartle's going to? It was a mad. So did it look like the trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer, but no,
Okay.
it was the gig in the back of a public.
Was it on a festival? All these thousands of people?
No. So it's. I think that's the kind of the branding they're going for.
Oh right, okay.
It's Dubai's strange in that everybody's fucking professional. They've all got money. Mm-hmm. It's obviously not paying taxes. Mm-hmm. And on Saturday they just become complete and utter degenerates.
Right,
Like there was 4 fights in that bar before that gig started.
right.
Like as I was walking,
Was
down
it an
the
Irish
steps-
bar, but isn't
an
it?
Irish bar.
Oh,
but it was
well.
but it's again, it's like fucking. It's like people wake up and just fucking start drinking before breakfast, and by the time it gets to 8 o'clock,
Let me ask you this question now. 4 fights. Were they all Irish?
no.
No. Who?
It's the thing, man. Them are dirty Arabs.
The Doherty
I would have said dirty Arabs mean English people. No, it wasn't. It was no Irish people. It was English people.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Just fighting amongst themselves.
Just fucking fighting anybody.
right.
At one point, I saw a guy. He was a wee old Chinese guy with like glitter on his face, and like an English guy, a typical kind of like English person abroad.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, you rip your fucking head off, you cunt.
Yeah.
And he's just like, it's all glitter. Like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, I saw the manager of the bar just choke somebody out at one point. Like, just fully shut up.
Come over here, son.
Put a guy to sleep.
Deadly.
At one point, I was walking down the stairs to go into the place, and there was just 2 guys who were taking their tops off to have a full blown like, we're just gonna fight. It was like they had gentlemen's rules. Let's not get blood in their t-shirts, man.
Queensbury rules only.
Yeah, Kingsbury now.
No, it's not.
It was
I
a
don't
joke
know.
about the Queen being dead. So
Oh, right,
they had
okay.
to change everything.
All right. I actually started getting worried. I'm going. Is that what?
I don't know.
Is that what's wrong?
Will Queen's University have to become King's University? Is that a thing?
Don't think so. No.
Oh, it's just named after
It's
the
named
act-
after.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Well, a lot of things will change in the next.
Many
coming
things
months.
will change.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Many things will change.
Obviously now
Our
King
hearts have
Charles,
changed.
Our hearts have changed. Our minds will change
Towards
King,
Camilla, of course.
Yeah. King Charles himself, I'm sure, will bring in many new laws because, of course, he is the one in charge of the country. Not
Listen, have
a
you
lot of
seen?
people still believe that. Sorry, I'm a wee bit annoyed.
Have you seen Kingy's sausage fingers?
Yeah. Feel sorry for him.
That's I'm wondering. Is it a psoriasis thing?
Nah.
When I
it's
first
not
seen
psoriasis.
them, I thought, "What the fuck was going on? Are you?"
That's been a
are
thing
you-
for ages. Like
are you shedding skin?
His hands
But
are
now,
like,
obviously, with
be
first-hand
arthritis, man.
experience,
that's arthritis.
arthritis
Yeah.
makes them go like that.
It swells up, yeah. It's because the joints get all fucking swollen. It's bound to be that.
I bet they were red, like fucking big
Oh, yeah,
sausages.
that'll happen. Like.
Jesus.
But then again, sure, his mad black hands. Do you know what I mean? So
No, that's true.
you'd never know.
What about our actual hands?
I would say his hands are just swollen from doing fuck all his whole life.
I was laughing at my own joke here. It was terrible.
Oh, what was your joke?
What about her actual hands? But
I don't get it.
he said her mother had black hands, and I said, but what about her actual hands? As in her servants that she had.
Oh,
Too much.
Yep.
layered.
I was.
You're too
fucking-
hungover.
When I was in Dubai for a week, I
Aye.
don't call them servants. They're just. You want to see the state of my flat? I'm still annoyed nobody's cleaned it. See when you find yourself in your own apartment going, why is there no pool here? This is not good enough for me. The Sheikh of Lurgan. Sheikh? Sheikh?
Sheikh, I think.
Sheikh?
Yeah.
Sheikh? Sheikh?
Sheikh Mohammed comes to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheikh your own Hamid. Fuck you.
I don't know. As a
I'll read
sheikh
a
or
sheikh.
sheik? It's definitely not sheikh.
I think it is Sheikh, isn't it? Sheikh.
Sheikh.
Sheikh. Well, this is.
French sheikh.
Sure.
So this is welcome to this week's episode where we try and speak.
Hope you've signed up to Patreon for exclusive content.
Trying to figure out words.
Two grown men trying to talk. Shirk.
At least you were drinking. You have an excuse. I have no fucking
No excuse for this one.
Diane, sir.
I definitely had things to talk about today. Can't I remember them?
You had a fucking
Can't
week in Dubai.
Here.
Now tell me this: were there any interesting items to?
You wonder if I hit the
Peruse?
slopes?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Wouldn't chance it.
Why not?
Because if they cut your hands off for stealing, surely they'll cut your nose off for taking coke.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you know what I mean?
There's
Which,
not.
when you think about it, would actually probably be handy if you love coke.
When
Bigger
there,
hole.
when there's such when you take the hose off of Henry.
Or Daniela Westbrook, as she's called. Remember her plectrum fell off? Whatever the fuck, it's not a plectrum. What do you call it? What?
Septum. You're getting mixed up because you picked your nose.
Tell you what, if I could pick any nose one with this one.
Oh fuck! From now on, it's my plectrum.
Oh no.
I have a sore
I'm
plectrum.
too giddy today, man. This is going to be a nightmare. What's that bed called? Is that a philtrum?
I don't know. Is there a name?
That's
for
what
that?
you said, that was your septum.
The septum's there. Yeah, the gap between the nostrils. But I don't know what.
That's your navel, right?
That's your navel. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Perineum's back there.
Always remember navel because you're heading down under. Navel as in navy. You know,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a good way to remember it.
Yeah.
My very elegant mother just saved us £9.
Oh, you shouldn't go away ever again. It's
I
not
always
right.
remember Gooch because it smells like perfume. Gucci.
Like my Gucci. You don't smell my Gucci.
Man, I'm up here. Don't go anywhere near my arse. Like,
Okay, I'll
I
try
know
not. I'll try
I'm
not
saying
to.
that as if fucking cut.
That's if it's the first thing we do. When we finish.
Get them gunks off you, start. I take a run at you.
Let me take a look at your plectrum, or sorry, your rectum.
Reckon I killed him. I will say this about Dubai. Food was delicious, right?
Yes.
On the way home,
Did you think about me at all?
yeah.
When
I
you
was
were-
eating beef tacos. I thought this reminds me of Connor.
Fucking lovely.
I was licking green stuff off the top of it. just reminds me of Connor's Navy. Reminds me of Connor Keyes' submarine.
Reminded you of me because they went down well.
Oh, exactly.
Ah.
Class, right? But I had them 3 days in a row.
Oh, fuck, right, yeah.
So the day we were leaving, had pints all day, had beef tacos, then I had a McDonald's in the bath. Man, fucking talk about like
McDonald's in the bath?
talk about decadence, man. See,
Oh, pure
in
decadence.
in a bubble bath with a wet bap and also a burger. Fully fucking like dripping cheese all over myself. Like, I'm in the bath, man.
Just nuggets floating about
Aye.
and you're picking them up.
And then I got the McDonald's. So I went to bed about 9:30, right? Mm-hmm. Woke up at 2:00 and shat for a day, right? I just kept shitting, right?
How did you do it? Like, how long is the flight from Dubai?
8 hours, we'd here, right?
8 hours.
So
with
it
that
got to the
fucking
point-
in your insides.
Man, I've joked about this before, but it never actually happened. My hole was dry heaving, right? That's the only way I can describe this. My stomach was in bits, and I was like, I'm going to shit. And then I would go to the toilet, and I would just do the loudest fart. Right? And I would like go to wipe my ass, there's nothing there. I'm like, oh, what? But so I basically had that for about 12 hours, but I couldn't trust any of the farts.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because I was like, I'm not taking a chance. I'm not going to take the chance to shit myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't let the farts out in the airport toilets because obviously there's people beside me.
Yes.
So, like, do you ever hear somebody laughing at the noises you're making? Right? So I'm like, there's a guy beside me like, Allah. So I was basically saving these things up on the plane and then just going into the airport toilet, locking the door and being like, quack! Like, just, it was hysterical.
And you know, Muslim people would say Allahu Akbar for anything, for saying, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, if we see something like, oh my God, they would say Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody say to you,
absolutely.
here's your noises, and goes, Allahu Akbar. You actually would shit yourself then.
The farts were lasting that long. Muslims were faced me and prayed. That was like the call to prayer. You're sitting on a bog in your holes going, Allah Samakallah.
You see rugs put out in the middle of the toilet.
The suicide bomber. Like, it was fucking horrible. I'm even talking about it. I think I might need to go for shit now. It was the worst experience.
Oh, fuck. I wouldn't like to be something beside you. Because your stomach would have been gurgling like fuck.
I actually might need to go for shit right now that we talked. Here, pause this. I think we're shit myself.
Are you serious? So what the fuck we're just going to sit...
Just pause it, I'll be right back.
All right, okay. So let's go and see if we can... We'll bring the microphone in and see if those noises are real. So, yeah, they just left me. Nevy, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to sit here and play with myself. Well, I suppose at this point I should point out that I'm going on tour in November. I'm going to take advantage of Mickey taking a shite. And tickets are on sale 3rd November, Limelight. And then we go on to other places. Apart from that... Oh, the merch. I had to talk about the merch. The merch is almost on the website, but there's 5 t-shirts or 5 designs to choose from. So it is coming. It'll be worth it when they end up. And yeah, this is fucking strange. And I can't believe you went for a shit. The problem is, if you're hungover and you're a wee bit delicate after a drive from Lurgan, you probably would need to go. But this 14 pints yesterday probably didn't help. But I don't hear anything, which is probably a good thing, isn't it? I don't know, actually, if it's a good thing or not. So, yeah, well, now we can try and figure out what the fuck we're going to talk about the rest of the time. Because he hasn't told us anything. He just disappeared. Yeah, so it's one of those... is this a podcast first? It's a first for us, anyway. So, any listeners, there's been breaks before, but they've never been as... as urgent as that. Is it one of those scenarios where you talk about yawning, you have to yawn? Is it you talk about shitting, you have to shit? Or is it just that hangover does that? I don't know. Very strange. He is in a bad place. Well, that's a good toilet, but it's a bad place that he's in. That's the problem. We'll do that now as well. So we want to shout out to Imperial Studios here in Fintona. So thank you to Barry Donnelly and the crew. Imperial Studios is now available for rental of any office space. So if you're a small business, you're starting out, you want to have a small office space with full Wi-Fi, full internet, and complete Bluetooth keypads, I do believe, so that you have access any time of day or night. Contact Barry Donnelly at Imperial Studios here in Fintona, and you could be housemates with us. Imagine sharing a house with that fucking bastard. Separate toilet, en suite for Mickey, please. So yeah, that's it. So we should call this episode Toilet Seat and Yumz. Because he spent more time there already than he has on the fucking podcast. But, so, yes, I think that was it, wasn't it? Imperial Studios and the tour. Mickey has something. He's going to Australia. That's what it is. He's a couple of dates added to the Australian tour, so you'll have to give him a shout there. Or he'll not know the dates. He doesn't even know where he is today, so he's gonna want us to start again, isn't he? But we'll not start again. We'll just keep going. Fire on through, because It's too much work. Not right, Nevy? Yeah, too much work. Right, okay, so I think I heard movement there, not from not from his bowel, but hopefully from the bathroom door. But if not, sure, we'll chat on for a wee while. So we were talking this week about, let us know actually about the set, what they call the set, or the backdrop here. We're thinking, do we change it up a bit and remove the black backdrop? I don't know. That's just me saying that, by the way, so just send in suggestions. Oh, hold on, we're coming back. I was just asking, actually, we were just saying there, Mikey, we continued on, and I keep going. Yeah, I keep going. The whole way through.
30 pounds in 20 seconds.
We're talking about the backdrop. Next week, maybe we might take it down for a wee change it up, so let us know what you think.
Well, I had the run there was going to be a very different backdrop there. Just JFK at the toilet.
What do you call your man? Greg Davies? Jackson Pollock?
Yeah, that was a... Woo!
That's why I just said, is it like yawning? When you talk about yawning, you have to yawn. Did you just...
That was like... Do you know what, I'm
what
blaming
was the
the fact that,
PTSD from the flight?
I'm blaming the fact that I had a Buddha bowl last night and it was full of chickpeas.
I still don't know what a Buddha bowl is. So how do you
Rice
spell
and
that?
chickpeas and shit like that.
Buddha as in,
As
like a Buddha?
Yeah,
Buddha?
yeah. Well,
Buddha.
no, that's not the stuff
Not
you
a
put in
fat man?
sandwiches. I'm blaming that.
Right, okay.
Like, I don't know if it's this on the podcast before the podcast, but I was farting in the green room last night and Shane Todd was upset with me. He said, "Would you stop doing that?" And I mean, you have Crohn's, you know how. I need to let this out.
And if anybody wants to let Shane know, I understand. I feel his pain. I had to sit in a small room with that cunt ripping beside me at all times. He's like,
They've never been smelly though.
I have to say that I've never
last
smelt
night-
one.
Last night were stinking.
Oh, were they?
Like,
Thank
do you know
fuck I
normally how
wasn't
you
there.
do? No, normally most people like their own brand. Like you fart and you can sit there.
Aye.
I was like, I need to walk out of this room. That's horrible.
It's when a batch is baked for a while.
Oh Christ!
You know,
but these
it's-
weren't even.
You know, it's like, and it's even worse when you have your hangover, pints, everything
Like-
all coming together.
Because I had 4 pints of Guinness yesterday, Buddha bowl, and me and my mate split some Frank's hot wings.
Of course you did.
And within an hour, I was like, "Oh Christ,
How's the skin?
not too bad." Skin in my hole is a different story. I'm telling you right now, my arsehole's like, "Please make it stop."
Frank's hot sauce is poured out.
Oh my god! Like, do you know when if you go for shit and you wipe your ass, you're like, you don't even need to look at the paper. You're like, I know from the friction that's a mess back there.
Yeah. There's no need to go any further. Yeah.
Like I had to roll my sleeve up to wipe my own hole. I was like, I don't trust where it's landed.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you know when you go for a shit and you go, how have I got this above the water?
Yeah.
Like where the water comes out.
Like, you know when you've hit the landing strip,
Yeah.
but there's times you just
Oh man,
you know,
yeah.
like no.
There's shit on the fucking tap in there now.
There's, there's passengers strewn across
Oh
that fucking
my
bowl
word,
there.
yeah. It's like somebody fucking just fucking kicked a slurry tank in there.
Right. Well, listen, we
Did you keep going right enough?
Yeah.
Oh, now everyone's going to know how long it takes me to shit. I was really hoping you would have paused it. So
Well,
we could
we-
have just been like, oh, it's just a quick shit.
The main
And I'll
issue.
be honest with you, Connor, I haven't finished. Like, that was the equivalent of stopping a fake out. That's like, how long have we been going? Wrap this up to
You have a cigar to light.
100%. Like, my box is smelly because I put it back in. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, what we said.
The reason I continued on because we said it was obviously a lot of work to try and edit and cut that down and stop.
Of course,
so
fair
I
enough.
tried to fill with complete bullshit. It's hard not to. I don't know how people do podcasts by themselves.
I couldn't do it
You
either.
need to have a script or you need bullet points because
The only good thing would be if you need to go for shit, you just take them with you.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I was going to go in and follow you if I had a roving mic to see what
I wouldn't go in there for another hour or two.
I do have to go to the toilet. Imperial Studios do have more toilets than just one.
Oh, do
I should
they?
say. Yeah.
Well,
That's-
the one less.
Because I was
Let me tell you.
when you went away, I promoted the studio.
Yeah.
And we should point out that you won't be sharing a toilet with Mickey Bartlett.
That no one should ever have to do that. But do you know my idea of hell is just constantly having to walk in that bathroom after me? Like,
Yeah.
that's my idea of damnation.
Yeah.
I get to hell, obviously I'm going there.
Aye.
And Satan's like, we've got a surprise for you. Through that door, and I open the door, and I've just had a shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to go out of this room, I open another door, fucking same thing. Just that, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Poo. Just that on repeat is my... Do you know what my biggest fear is as well? Sorry, just as I know I had to run away and do a shit as we're talking about shitting. Hopefully lightning doesn't strike twice, right? Do you remember the story of the guy who took a shit on a plane that was so bad they landed the plane?
Right, okay.
That is my actual deepest, darkest fear.
Right. Okay.
Like, being, like, shitting on a plane, and everyone's like, fuck me, we didn't land this plane. And then I go to sit in my seat, and somebody's put coleslaw on it.
There is a thing I told you about going down the 9/11 rabbit hole. But one of the things that we're talking about was an air hostess talking about perfume. Mm-hmm. Anybody in a plane with really cheap, shitty perfume will, because it's pressurized and because it's all circulating the same air, it covers the whole fucking plane.
Oh, fuck, right?
And they said, like, as stewardess, then they get complaints from everybody going, "Is that smell?" And they're like, "It's one person."
Aye.
But it's just been filtered. So same as you with your shit, that'll be one person shit going the whole way.
Oh, yeah. Well, people who work in airports say that whenever you open the door of a plane on a long haul flight, it stinks because it's just 300 people farting in a tube.
Robin Williams did that. He did
Yeah,
that bit
but
about
apparently it's a legit thing.
He said that's why there's always somebody standing there with a wheelchair. It's for the first person who opens the door. That was always
fantastic.
That was a great bit. I used to love it. But fucking
That must be horrible, like.
oh, well, rotten.
And even like the amount of people that on the flight back from Dubai that were just hammered, you're like, they're definitely dropping bombs. And you're like,
You're gonna be like, and then there were like, see, I've
only
only
food makes you fart and shit. Like,
I've only done a drunken flight once,
Right.
and I would never do it again, just because
I-
of the amount of toilet trips and it's just
I've-
a nightmare.
I've done like, well, I've told you my secret for long haul flights. It's just give me 4 whiskeys, 2 cokes, and I just fucking
Right.
batter them, and then you eventually kind of just doze off.
Mine's is 5 brownies.
5 brownies,
Like a wee
medicinal
lunch,
brownies.
like a wee lunchbox, one of the brownies. Aye.
You took them on the plane.
Brownies?
Uh-huh.
Oh, aye.
Class.
8.5 hours gone, man.
I would do that for
I
Australia.
mean, out for 8.5 hours. Like.
See, that's I'm gonna have
Not
to.
awake until I landed Chicago, and I'm like, what the fuck?
See, that's a great idea. That is a great idea.
My uncle and my brother
look
on
at
either
that.
side of me going, you never moved the whole fucking flight. I was like, no, it's fucking bliss.
Unreal. See, I'd worry though if I did that and I didn't fall asleep, and now I'm just stuck on a plane with my demons. Do you know what I mean?
The stuff
and
that,
the
Mickey,
munchies.
the stuff I would, and you wouldn't have woke up until the flight was coming home 2 weeks later. There's no
I
hanging
might
about. Like,
get a handful of them off before we go to Australia.
I've never made them since. That was maybe 10 or 12 years ago. But I remember setting up for fucking, and it was hash too. They were hash brownies.
Aye.
So great,
Unreal.
like, great on the hash, and didn't. Oh, they were. Yeah, they did the job now. But don't ever do that. That's illegal.
Very responsible.
Never would do that now. Obviously, I'm an old or more a distinguished gentleman. But obviously,
I don't know if I've mentioned how hungover I am today. Do I
it has
just
popped into
I
the
just
odd
hit another
part.
wee wave there. I mean,
Oh,
you know
no.
what I mean? You get to stage 3, somebody buck me. Like, if I sporadically get an erection during this podcast, it's nothing to do with you.
I'd buck
it's
you,
just
only
my
I don't know
body.
what would come out of your hole.
Like, I shat that much there. I was like, did somebody put shit in my ass? Like, have I been smuggling somebody else's poop? Because I wasn't even pushing.
Like
If anything, I was pulling.
They're coming out like fizzy chocolate milk.
Oh my god, it was like a fucking hellmouth opened there. Like, who you
Now,
going to
we
call?
slag off our fucking patrons for coming in with shit stories, so listen up on the shit stories.
Sorry, I'm just having a flashback.
So, Dubai.
Or not Dubai. That is the question.
How long have you been waiting for that?
Stuff there now.
You're so genius.
Always on, man.
Listen, what were the actual gigs like?
Shite. Shit, like, there was
So it was worth the trip.
fucking, I absolutely hated it.
So, I'm not going to say this
I'm
because
only joking about the gigs were class.
I wouldn't want to get it back to your significant other. So you basically had a holiday by yourself.
Oh no, I had a whole 2 other comedians. It was deadly. It was so nice. Didn't have to take a single photo. I got to tell stories and all.
Any mountains in Dubai or
Class.
volcanoes?
Nobody went, think you've had enough. They're like, I asked get more drunk. Fucking right. There's more booze than that problem. Comedians should only go out with comedians.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the only way. Yeah.
I will say there was a day me and Danny went down to the beach, and because it's so hot there, it's like
What are you talking?
42,
Oh,
43 degrees. Maybe.
Jesus.
So everyone's like, if you're going to the beach, go at 9 and get home by 12.
Right.
Like, so went to the beach, had a nice time, just fucking chilled out in the morning. Trying to get a taxi back, and no taxi drivers would pick us up. because they're like, your clothes are wet, you're from sea. And I'm like, mate, this is sweat. It's fucking 41 degrees. Taxi drivers wouldn't pick us up because they looked like we had wet clothes, and every one of them had spare shirts on their parcel shelf because they're sweating their balls off. So we had to walk back to the hotel, and it was about maybe a 15, 20-minute walk. Oh. And twice I had to stop and lean against the wall. Like, I was like, I'm going to fucking faint.
Oh, I'd have been no point.
You can, when you breathe, it's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is it humidity like America humidity?
It's not man, it's not humidity. It's fucking
just
roasting.
heat.
Like, it's absolute.
But I can live with heat. That's just humidity. I can't.
Aye.
Like, in America, you can't even smoke a fag because your lungs are fucking...
Yeah.
It's
That was
so
kind of
weird kind of fucking vibe.
like,
that.
they blow air conditioning into the street.
Right.
I swear to God. Like, the air conditioner, you can feel it from 10 feet away from the front door of the hotels and bars.
Cold air conditioning?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Just because, man, they're fucking
Demented.
absolutely loaded. Like, there was absolutely not an energy crisis.
Ah, yeah.
Somebody's making that up. Like, there's skyscrapers in Dubai with nobody in them, and they're just lit up just to make it look nice.
Holy fuck.
But what was the point I was going to make there? Just about the heat.
You were warm.
It was warm. The sea, the Arabian Sea, I've had colder baths. That's how fucking hot the ocean is. Like,
Holy fuck.
and I had a lovely time. Me and Danny were, because it's so salty. We were like, you can just bob up like upright. You're just floating.
Oh, like a Dead Sea sort of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And cheers, we did some perving, boy. Oh, we did some perving, sir. I'm telling you now. The land at that beach with the burkers on them, the burkers come off, and you think, Jesus Christ, the night now.
I was waiting to see how long we'd get to. So we're obviously the bikinis and stuff like that. I mean,
Because it's so Instagram heavy as well, you're like, look at that there, boy. So,
sunglasses on at all
oh,
times.
no, yeah. But even like, I also
Even
didn't
at night.
realize, I didn't realize the sunglasses I have, you can see my eyes in them. So the amount of times when I was in
Nerd
Tenerife
only.
with my girlfriend going, and everybody could see.
Including her.
Do you know what I mean?
This is the only
Talking
person
away to her,
with
my
eyes.
eyes like that. Aye, but aye, 100%. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I do.
Or
I do
when-
think we should get a
Or
dog.
was
Aye.
she's in the same eye line and your eyes are just following
Yeah.
the whole way along.
No. Oh, yeah, there's a way to do do you ever, who was it that said this to me years ago? I was one of Geddes' mates. Was like, do you ever see somebody so hot you have to physically remind yourself to turn your head? So like they walk past and you're like, stop looking. Oh,
I get people looking at me, they got something.
Dubai's one of, man, I've never felt uglier, I'll say that much.
Oh, I could
I have
imagine.
never
I
felt
would- yeah,
more
I
of a
would.
mutant than when you're just in a bar in Dubai. Like,
You get back to Belfast, you're like, oh, thank fuck.
aye. Even, like,
Amongst my own.
even last night, it was in Belfast, and I was only away a week.
Right.
But every time I heard somebody, like, overheard people speaking in the bar in Belfast last night, I was like, oh, there's somebody from home. I'm like, oh, no, I'm in Belfast. Because in Dubai, you hear, like, fuck, I'm down there. And I'm like, no, bar of the blenders, mate. No.
Dale Farm Joker.
The Dale Farm Joker. Like a serial killer. Fucking 10-part Netflix documentary. The Dale Farm Joker.
He laughed him to death. Tied him up and told him jokes all night until he
just sitting
died.
there, why did you do it? Who's laughing now? Knock, knock. Who's there? Death. I swear, I can't even think. You're going to have to keep talking and I'll just answer you.
It's all right. I mean, we're going to move on to our bonus episode. I mean, at
feel
some
like the
point, I don't
Queen
know.
right
I don't know
now.
how long we've been on. This is the other thing. We said every week we're going to get a wee clock, and we didn't bother
All right.
doing
How
it.
long have we been on there? Just over 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, it's been the longest day of my fucking life. I am hanging. Just over 30 minutes. Oh man, I love doing a podcast. It's great, isn't it?
And that includes a break.
It's a shite break.
That includes a
Fuck
shite
me, what a
break.
day. Been through an awful lot already. I have to go and put a suit on to a corporate gig tonight.
Oh man,
Damn
how are you
hole.
going to do that? That is.
I don't know, Connor.
I'm only talking about how you're going to put the suit on.
Oh yeah, I don't even think it fits me anymore.
Think about the gig.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean, but I just mean the mental capacity and
I might try and
Enthusiasm
find
you're
a
gonna
way
need
of
to
being
get a
like,
suit
this
on.
is technically a suit. Do you know what I mean?
did they
Right.
actually ask for a suit?
I asked if I needed to, and they were
Oh,
like, yes,
okay.
please.
Oh right.
I was like, fuck, you haven't, I don't look good in a suit. Like, I'm one of the very few people that when you put them in a suit, they look worse. I immediately look like Stephen Nolan.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean?
I've
No neck,
I've got that problem.
fucking
Yeah.
wee lump.
I always fucking
Like if I ever get married, I'm going to wear a dress because I look better,
yeah.
more flattering.
You would, of course, yeah, that would be something you would do. Because nobody would be able to have the spotlight off you on your big
Fuck
day.
no, it's my special day. My friends are here too, bitch. Fuck up. I do, I.
You'd be your own flare girl and everything.
Yeah. I've said this before. I want to be a flower dude. I want to be one of those guys that walks down the aisle before a bride and groom with a bum bag full of
If you're
pebbles.
getting married, you're listening to this.
I know you want me.
You have to. No, he's not going to do any material. He's not going to do anything for your wedding.
I want money for it as well. Though.
And we want paid for it. But
Cost of price.
and you have to provide the pedals. But he will do, because you
I
have
will-
talked about this for a couple of years. You would do
I
it
would
for somebody.
love to do that. I would do it for anybody.
Yeah, as long as we get a video and have proof of it.
Yeah. And I don't have to stay for anything. I can just do that.
Yeah, just do that
and
and
then
go.
nip
Yeah,
out the side.
that's it.
Maybe I should be hired by the church to do that.
Church before, or
Do you know what I mean?
will they allow it? You'd have to be a civil service,
Like an alternative altar boy. Do you mean? You suck my dick, father. What about that?
Bum that if you want.
Aye,
but I
try your
fucking
best.
had a Buddha bowl
Here,
last night.
by the way, I farted in the confessional box, so fucking be careful. Bless me, father, for I have shit myself.
A priest was found dead in a confessional box.
The Dale Farm Joker strikes again. Another rampage for the Dale Farm Joker. I might get a Joker after this, you know.
Oh,
I think I might help my wee belly.
what actually? Oh, was it cream? Anything creamy or dairy can turn in a hangover. You might have to break brand and go pareback and porky.
I wouldn't.
I'm not.
Well, they're still Dale Farm, still a sister
Still Dale
dollar.
Farm now. It's a sister dolly. Aye, but
No, a Jokers are good. A nice tangy orangey. Yeah. I need a load of liquids. Like that's not enough water. We need to go to shop.
But you were in
I
the
keep forgetting we did a podcast.
you were in the new Laveries last night, I believe.
Yes.
Impromptu
Wasn't supposed to be on
after pints.
after pints. So what happened was I
After
was
Buddha
doing, I
Bowl,
was- I
pre
was-
Buddha Bowl, or after?
after the Buddha Bowl.
Oh fuck, right.
So I was having pints. McCann texts me, goes, listen, Shane's closing, but he only wants to do 20. You do 10 minutes. And I was like, you want Shane Todd to follow me? Absolutely. So got up on stage with no material. Now, I've had this
Now, how
false
long?
confidence before, because here's the thing, right?
You say no material.
Absolutely no material.
You had ideas.
Not really.
Not really means you had ideas.
Listen.
Did you say to anybody, and I'll ask the comedians who were there last night, did Mickey say to you at any time, before he went on stage, here, is this funny?
Yeah, of course not.
Well, then that's a fucking bit then. Stop, fuck up. No material.
No, it's not.
It wasn't maybe beefed out material, but you had material.
No, but I came up with it in Laveries. Like, that doesn't count as material. Material is something you think about. If somebody goes, do a gig now, and you fucking go for it, that's not material.
Oh, right, okay, right. So
That's
you,
panic talking. It's very much what I'm doing right now.
but then, I don't know.
But what I'm saying is,
jury's out on that
I
one,
came
pardon.
off stage and I was like, man, I'm class at this. Like, half cut. No idea what I'm doing. Crushed it.
Bang on 10 minutes?
12, 15. What I'm trying to say is, I had the false confidence before when I did stand up in Laveries on Paddy's Day. And when I saw that video, which I've recently got,
Oh, yes, that's right. The dreaded one you...
I was like, man, I can't wait to see that. Fucking see how good I am. And then I watched it and I was like, my fucking eyeballs are like that.
Well, that's me every week.
Steaming. So I have no idea if it did well last night.
okay.
I'll have to double. I definitely did though. Absolutely did well. Bumped into a girl I used to date who's gay now. So that's how pro LGBT I am. I'm torning girls.
You met an ex.
Not an ex, just a girl I went on a couple of dates with.
Oh, right, okay. And then she figured
she's
out
like, this
that...
is my girlfriend. And I was like, well, fucking, okay.
So, a couple of dates with you, she then figured out...
She loves ditties.
I don't like men.
Yeah. No, I think she was just trying to replace. She
Oh, she wanted somebody feminine?
She wanted somebody, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Somebody who's a good listener, like me. All the positive feminine traits that I have.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Won't ask for directions.
Yeah.
Always put the seat down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lovely, positive, feminine things that I do.
Yeah.
Needlessly look at your phone whenever you're busy texting somebody. Do you know what I mean? Saying things like, fuck's that. Do you know what I mean? Just the nice thing women do. Do you know what I mean? Are you going to wear that? Do that kind of thing? Let me see. No. Do you know what I mean? The nice things
Yeah, the
women
nice
do.
things, yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
The life
Mouth and
reaffirming...
fuck you across the bar. The nice
Yeah.
thing, like,
The reaffirming
Yeah.
things they do for you every day.
yeah. Those nice things.
Yeah.
Just starting to cry. I look fat. Those positive things women do. Do you know what I mean?
It is
Thinking they
ironic.
deserve equal pay. Do you know what I mean? Bleeding and all.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know what I mean? Feminine things. holding in farts on a flight. That's feminine.
Don't know about that.
Women, do you and Emer fart in front of each other?
Yeah. What?
Will Emer let them rip, like?
What? This is an actual statement I said to her not that long ago. I was like, please, for fuck's sake, not at the dinner table. That is no joke. And I was like, of all places, not at the dinner table. Oh, it hurts a bone. I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't. Stop.
Would Emer lift the cheek, would just let them out, or she just, like...
The cheeks left themselves. Like, the noise of the fucking things. There's no... It is brutal. Mia be fucking disgusted. Because apparently Mia doesn't fart.
Oh, right,
And I'm like,
okay.
Mia, well, there's one end extreme to the other. I said, can we find a happy ground here? Like, because you're full of shit. Literally. That's but my wife thinks, no, it's Diet Coke, so she's off Diet Coke now. And in fairness, the fanfares have stopped. But they were fucking in full chorus for a while. But Jesus, so...
If you're in bed, right, with your good wife, you need to fart, will you stick your ass out of the blanket, or do you full blown be like, yeah, you bitch, you take it?
Oh, Dutch oven, boy, all the way.
There's nothing makes me laugh more.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me laugh more.
Yeah, I don't know if
Like,
I
I'll
could-
go for a cuddle and
I
then
don't
just
know.
let one
No,
rip.
I am lying. I don't know if I'll do the Dutch oven anymore, but I'll just let it rip. Like,
Aye. No, I think Dutch oven's the funniest thing.
well, you see, the problem is if like we talked earlier on, if you know that your batch has been baking, I wouldn't do it there.
Aye.
You know, that sort of way.
Although I
But
can't
if
wait.
if it's an unknown one,
Yeah.
just let her go. Go on ahead, try it.
There's times where I'll be like, oh, I'm going to really fart loads in bed tonight, and I'll start pretending to be tired. I was over that girl, right, and we were still at uni, and she farted. I was like, we're lying cuddling, right, but I was like on her chest. No, it was like kind of, she was sitting up in the bed in the back of the bed, and I'm like,
Right.
and she fucking silent but dead, like an absolute fucking steel beams melting fart.
Mighty.
Like, her underpants must have looked like fucking when the Marines land in Aliens. Just melted bits all over the place, right? And I was like, what the... And as I got up to leave, she grabbed me, like, by the head and held me there. And I remember, like, the look on her face was like, every night you do this. Do you know what I mean? She was looking at me as if, how do you fucking like it? You fat ginger bastard, you. It was brutal.
We've got this is how long, you know, when you're in a long relationship, that if any of the two of us fart now, the other one will automatically go, what'd you say?
Yeah, I love doing that.
All the time,
Speak
right?
up.
Until my mate Bondi will be listening to this. We went to a concert in Dublin. He lives there, and we got a fucking hotel room, got wrote off. And the next morning, I'm lying there, and when I woke up, he was like, "Do you know that when you fucking farted earlier on, you actually spoke to it?" And I was like, "No, that's just pure habit." I said, "Did I say what'd you say?" She goes, "I did." I was like,
I know.
so I had to explain to him.
That's
Go,
one of those times where I think you're the cutest person ever lived. I just imagine you bare belly, right? We pair of white pants.
mangoes hanging out.
No, but you're sleeping like this. Now, what'd you say? A dummy? I don't know why you have a dummy.
Don't call Bondi a dummy.
Why'd you have them in your mouth?
Why do you get paid for the room?
I think farts are the funniest thing of all time. That nothing makes me laugh.
Unless you're eating dinner.
Oh, even at dinner, I still think it's funny.
Man, there's only so much you can take. Like. You know what I mean? You're just about to eat a mouthful and you hear them. You're like, oh.
Now, it depends on the fart. Because here's the thing, too.
Oh,
right?
they're no wheat. They're no
But
wheat.
you know the way sometimes you can
like-
fart, like, do you remember like when you were in school, you would sit on the school chair and you would fart and you'd feel like up your back,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes I'm convinced when women fart, it goes out the front and like blows through their fanny.
Have you ever had one of them?
Oh, I definitely, yeah, but I mean like,
Have you ever been sitting in the car and have one
oh yeah, like
where you can feel a
up.
bubble coming
yeah,
up
Yeah, absolutely.
and it
but
filters through the pubes like a mesh?
I don't have
fucking-
any pubes in mine, just fucking
Oh, like a
straight
net,
up.
like a net filter, man. It disperses it more or something. Like it's,
There's
it's
there's
unreal.
something in that and
Again, I don't want
this
this.
might sound horrible. There's something in the idea of a fart blowing past the vagina
Mm-hmm.
that makes me go, "You're fucking disgusting." Do you know what I mean?
you
And like,
know-
that wasn't your ass.
how
That was
do-
your flaps clapping, and that's fucking rotten.
How do you know it didn't come from vagina?
Oh, it could have been a wee queef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could be.
Do you, now, please answer if you're a lady listening to this. Right? Okay. I know like queefing can be caused after a good old pounding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's no better compliment than you've made love to a good woman, and her fanny goes, "Thank you." Do you know what I mean?
It's going to give me heartburn. That
You never feel like a better lover.
when a
vagina's going, oh, that was delicious.
No, that's because you've just trapped.
When her
them,
fanny opens her jeans. Oh, I need a nap off that one.
when you get the bra off.
But what I mean is...
every woman out there will know there's no better feeling to get the bra off today. It's the same feeling.
But what I mean is, Connor, will a woman sometimes have a queef the way she would have an anal fart?
See, I think...
Just in the middle of the day, oh, need a wee queef.
I think they are... That's why I can't distinguish between them.
Right.
But I think they intertwine.
If a fanny fart sounds like...
Yeah.
When you're still closed,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, come on now.
Don't know. If it's... Like, if I don't know what way to...
Careful.
Exactly. I'm tiptoeing over laser beams here. I don't know. I don't want to set one off.
Speak your mind, Connor. Go on ahead.
What I'm saying is, if it's in its natural order, the way it was first intended, it will be naturally more of a pursed whistle. You know what I mean?
Would be the way
Yeah.
a family fart should sound?
Well, we...
No, that's... You mean... Are you talking about the hymen? Is that what you mean?
yeah,
You
but
said a virgin vagina fart sounds different
I'm
than
not...
a
No,
hers
I'm
vagina
not
fart?
really talking about virginity.
Like a virginity queef is like...
No.
But an old dirty hers.
No. No. I'm talking the other type of damage that's caused to a vagina. As in... No, Maggie.
What are you talking about?
Childbirth.
All right. Fuck me. Just say childbirth. What?
I thought you were there. Well,
Is
you went to every
is
single...
childbirth the new N word or something? Just Mickey, in the way the natural way of things, would be so,
And then you went through every
what the fuck
fucking...
are you talking about?
You went
You're
through
talking
every...
fucking childbirth. Jesus Christ!
You went through every fucking option but it.
Why? You're being so fucking cryptic. I'm like, he can't be talking about childbirth. He must be talking about fucking something. Yeah. Well, it must be something weird. I'll try a couple of hand gestures, see if I can fucking get through them that way. You were talking about the miracle of life, and you were fucking censoring yourself. Yeah, man, fuck you. It's making my hangover 10 times worse. I want to shit myself now out of anger. Joe, the natural order. Tell you what, you fucking talk and I talk to you the way you just spoke to me. See how you get on. Yeah, fucking dickhead.
All I was trying to do was try to be delicate about the subject.
What about? So I still don't know what you mean. So you're saying after a childbirth, a fanny farts louder,
I'm saying I'm thinking of the acoustics.
right?
It's a wider
Oh, the
speaker.
bigger fanny,
Yeah.
a wider speaker.
There's a bigger subwoofer.
You know what I mean? It's like it's fine. Do you know what I mean? We said, wait, you told me the Queen was a lizard, and you're worried about saying childbirth.
Don't be a wanker. No, I've never said that in my life.
Sorry, not lizard, cunt. Aye.
Speaking of cunts.
So what I'm saying, so
No, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
can you cast your mind back to Emer's queefs before you had kids? Were there a sweeter, gentler sound?
Well, this is the problem. I have to guess.
Right.
Because they were sunroofed. Both.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, pub didn't burn down. Lucky bastards, sir. Lucky.
No need for an extra stitch for daddy. You know what I mean?
Fantastic. Fantastic. Wet Wednesdays last night was.
Anyway, moving swiftly along.
Oh no. You still think a pelvic floor is something you put down in the kitchen? It's a granite worktop there, and we've got a pelvic floor. We're getting them curtains, beef. We're going to get beef curtains. Where'd you get that stuff? Perineum. It's online, it's on sale.
Oh, right, that's enough now.
My bum hole's really warm.
Right.
Ladies.
Don't fart, I don't want to bust my plectrum.
Right, here, let's go. Before I fucking poke. Thanks very much for listening. Give Imperial Studios a follow.
Yes.
For letting us come here and fucking be all sexy. Very sorry about how shit this podcast was.
Literally?
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to poo halfway through it. I'm sorry that I said, fuck if we were doing this half an hour. Sorry about that thing with the Queen. I'm sorry that I've ruined that toilet.
The Queen, the queef, and all that.
The Queen, the queef. God save the queef. Look after your
If
pelvic
it
floors.
was a better week, we could name the episode that, but we just can't do it this time. No.
Why not?
Of all weeks, God save the queef.
Definitely. That's like saying you can't listen to Freddie Mercury's music this week. Absolutely, God save the queef. The queef is dead. Long live the queef.
My favourite album from the Sniffs.
Oh, get me home. All right, thanks for listening. All the best. Cheerio.